I don't have to have enough power to hurt him. I just got to beat him. That's it. If he slip up, then, you know, he will get hurt.
And what I'm seeing is I see a hungry Crawford. A Crawford that has been looking for the opportunity for a long time, finally getting the opportunity.
As the fight approaches, Terence Crawford stands firm, full of confidence and ready for whatever comes his way. Meanwhile, Canelo Alvarez relies on his years of experience, reminding fans he's been in the ring with top-level fighters. Like Crawford before, he's certain his skills and ring smarts will lead him to victory. With both men locked in and determined, the stage is set for a showdown to decide who really belongs on top.
Dealing with this.
I've been in this sport like so many years. I had so many good fights in my career, and I had the experience to adapt myself to these kind of fighters. I fight everybody out there, every style, and I'm gonna do my job and put all my experience, all my talent there, and that's it.
Terence Crawford comes into this fight full of confidence, making it clear he believes he can beat anyone who steps in front of him. You can see it in how he speaks at press events. He trusts his skills and the hard work he's put in. But when you look at the numbers, there's more to consider. Canelo Alvarez has been in 67 professional fights, many of them against top-level opponents. That kind of experience is rare. Crawford has had 41 pro bouts, which is impressive, but Canelo has faced far more high-pressure situations. That gap in experience might matter once the fight starts. In boxing, it's often those quick decisions in tight moments that decide who wins, and Canelo has lived through more of those moments than most.
Know how great Terence Crawford is, but they don't know how great Terence Crawford is at 168.
Terence in his bag right now. He's going third person. You feel me? But yeah, like Terence has every right to talk his shit literally here. He's being respectful and fair play, but the questions are the ones he's asking, the ones he knows are being asked. What's he look like at 168? Can he take the power? Is he going to be too small? Is he going to be able to deal with Canelo's experience over time, right? Even though Terence is the older fighter, he has, I think, 20 less fights than Canelo does, or maybe more. I think more than 20. And also, competition level. This will be the most skilled, most experienced, biggest, strongest fighter that Terence Crawford's ever faced.
People know Terence Crawford is a great fighter, but no one really knows how he'll perform at 168 pounds. Right now, he's full of confidence, even referring to himself in third person. He's locked in, and honestly, he has every right to talk the way he does. He's being respectful, but he's also addressing the real questions everyone's asking. What will he look like at this weight? Can he handle the power at 168? Is his size going to be a problem? Can he keep up with someone as experienced as Canelo over 12 rounds? Even though Crawford is the older man, he's had over 20 fewer professional fights than Canelo. And when it comes to level of competition, this is uncharted territory for him. Canelo is the most skilled, experienced, and physically strong opponent Crawford has ever faced. Throughout his career, Canelo has fought the toughest names in the sport. Those matchups have shaped him, from his stamina to his ring IQ. He's had to adapt, adjust, and grow through each challenge. Crawford, while dominant, hasn't had to deal with that same kind of pressure from elite-level opponents. That difference in experience, especially against powerful, crafty fighters, could play a big role once they're in the ring. And it just might give Canelo the upper hand when things get tough.
Everything is on Terence Crawford's side, all the legacy, meaning he only has the opportunity to win the belts. Saul only has an opportunity to defend them. Terence Crawford has an opportunity to be in a 5 division and the only person to win all 4 belts in 3 separate weight divisions. Why is Saul taking this fight? And I'm going to tell you why. Because there's some things in life more important than just the belts. And that 20-year career that Terence Crawford made, that all that he has, is very valuable. Very, very valuable. He had 1 foot out the game, and if he can be the man to defeat him, because remember, if Saul beats him, Terence Crawford was the first man to get all 4 belts in 2 separate weight divisions. Yes, I beat that champion. Yes, I beat the multiple division champion, and he had the oath.
Roy Jones Jr. offers a thoughtful take on the matchup, pointing out that the key for Terence Crawford will be how well he can deal with Canelo's power. In Jones' view, Having great technique can often beat a size or weight advantage if Crawford can handle the physical pressure. Jones believes his sharp timing, smart footwork, and high ring IQ could shift the momentum in his favor. He explains that the basics, like timing, angles, and anticipation, can be just as important as brute strength. In the end, it all comes down to whether Crawford's skill and strategy can hold up against the firepower Canelo is sure to bring.
So far, there's some pushing and shoving going on. The weight difference is a big factor as well.
I pay no attention to the pushing and shoving. I pay no attention to the weight factor. What I pay attention to is the skill level that both guys show in and out of the ring. And what I'm seeing is I see a hungry Crawford, a Crawford that has been looking for the opportunity for a long time, finally getting the opportunity, and really ready to grab the opportunity. And with Canelo, I see a guy who not necessarily hungry, but loves to entertain, loves to give us the big fights. Always tried to give the big fights. He finds a way to give us big fights. Not gonna always win them, but he always tries to give them to us. So he'll be a guy that, if he shows up and does the exact right thing, he can win the fight. If he don't do the right thing, which I don't see him doing, I don't know why he would at this point in his career. I don't know. It'll all be predicated upon how well Terence can take his punch.
You said you don't think, or you don't look into the weight difference. Why?
When you know how to box, when you're as skillful as Terence Crawford is, weight don't really matter much. All thing that matters with the weight is, can you take the punch? And I'm sure you've been sparring with super middles and light heavies, so I'm sure you probably can take the punch. So that's the only thing when you got skill. Now, if you don't have a skill, you can't take the weight, take it up, because you're gonna lose your punch, you're gonna lose everything. When you got skill, all your stuff that you have goes up with you.
Shaquille O'Neal, a big fan of combat sports, is firmly backing Terence Crawford to win. Shaq points to Crawford's history of breaking down opponents with precision and grit. In his eyes, Crawford's technical skills are on another level, and he believes that will lead to a knockout. Shaq's bold prediction adds to the buzz around the fight and shows just how divided fans and experts are when it comes to how these two very different styles will match up in the ring.
Everyone's talking about the one fight right now, Terence Crawford versus Canelo. Who do you got?
I gotta go Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford?
Yeah.
Why?
He's the best ever.
Really? You think he's the greatest ever?
Yeah.
Over Ali, Muhammad Ali? I didn't know you were a big Terence Crawford fan like that.
You have to understand that there's eras, and in different eras, you can bring down the titles. Like, for example, Joker's the best big man now.
Right.
And I don't like.
You put Joker over you as the best big man? Oh.
Different eras and different time. It's not my era, not my time now.
True.
It's their time. So he's the greatest big man in the NBA right now. So I let the people decide who's that. But right now, Terence Crawford is the best.
So,
and Floyd, because Floyd has never lost.
So how does Terence beat Canelo? Decision?
Or knock him out.
He's going to knock Canelo out?
Yes, man.
So they're going to have the fight at the Vegas Stadium, Raider Stadium. You're going to be there?
I heard it was off.
No, it's back on.
Okay.
Now it's back on. It's in September 13th in Vegas.
Yeah, I'll be there.
You'll be there. Front row?
Of course.
All right, cool. You're the man.